Hello my people, and welcome to another Periscope Circle of Influence weekly scope. I am Bukola Oriola. Rahal 20, thank you for joining. Welcome to the Periscope Circle of Influence weekly scope. We scope on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So join us on these days. And next week, hey, Deborah Sawyerr in the house at Sawyerrs House. Thank you for joining. Welcome. So next week we are going to have guest scoper, and our guest scoper for next week is Enitan Story. She's using the handle I Celebrate You 365. Thank you for inviting your followers, Deborah. God bless you. So this week we are talking about blogger, and also our feature scoper nominees for this week are Elle Speak Truth. That's Deborah Williams, Elle Speak Truth, and at Ben April 20. I think that's it. Ben April 20. Those are feature scopers for this week, and our guest scoper for next week is Enitan Story at I Celebrate You 365. So thank you for joining us again this week. You can contact us at contact@periscopecircleofinfluence.com. You can join our Facebook community at facebook.com/groups/Periscope Circle of Influence. SARS 07. Thank you for joining. Yes, she's also known as Enitan Story. That's our guest scoper for next week. And you can also come to our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel name is Periscope Circle. So we want to see you on YouTube. Excuse me. Come to YouTube and also engage with us over there. We're building a community out there on YouTube. So thank you again for this week. We are back, and our topic for today is how to get away with blogger. Welcome, Juan Car 214. It's your first day on Periscope. Welcome to the Periscope Circle of Influence weekly scope. And here we share business tips and tricks for you, and we talk about topics that business people don't necessarily talk about. You hear those topics here on Periscope Circle of Influence as we're talking about business. And my partner is Deborah Sawyerr. We do talk we do have businesses, and we talk about business and some of those topics that you don't necessarily talk about in business. Big Man 007, thank you for joining. So today's topic, blogger, how to get away with blogger. That's the topic, how to get away with blogger. First of all, what is blogger? Blogger is an online platform just like WordPress. If you're familiar with WordPress, if you're familiar with Squarespace, blogger is like that. So blogger is a platform where you can set up a blog or a website. People do ask the question, what is the difference between a blog and a website? Before, in the early days, a blog is regarded as a personal diary where somebody is just documenting maybe a personal experience or maybe something they're doing. Instead of writing it in a diary book, they decide to document it online. Thank you for sharing on Twitter, Deborah. Thanks so much, and thanks for the heart. So they document it online. And what is a website? Website is more of what the professionals call it, like the online place to where businesses showcase themselves, their businesses, their products, and their services, saying we are here, we exist, this is what we do. But now, in 2017, both of them have kind of meshed together, because businesses are now blogging, meaning they are now using blog not just for personal story or diary, but they're using blog as a tool to teach, as a tool to showcase what their products can do or what their services can do. And now, even those bloggers who share personal experiences and all that, they're also upping their game. Why? Because the online suits have changed completely. And that's why now we have influencers. You know, they are now competing with traditional news media and TV, like TV stations, radio, and newspaper. So basically, in my own opinion, there is no difference between blog and a website. They are the same thing. Blog and website are the same thing. And the blogger platform, why I will say why you can get away with blogger is because the blogger is cheap to have, it's low maintenance. In fact, it can be free if you don't go with custom domain. But I will highly recommend. Before, I remember when I did a book on that, I said don't do the custom domain, just do the free one. But now, if you want to grow as a business, you should do at least one custom domain to help you set up a mailing list service. RC, thanks for joining. So that way, you can have a custom email to use. And another thing is, if you do not go that route, you also want to use, custom Gmail address where you pay every month for Gmail. But I will say, if this is your first website, you want to use the custom domain. The reason is because domain name is now like business name, where if you don't use that name now, somebody else might take it and it might not be available to you anymore. And if you want to keep your business name uniform or your business stuff the same, then you want to quickly get that domain name if it is available. So Blogger gives you the option to do a lot. Blogger gives you the option to do a lot. For example, you also hear about e-commerce website. E-commerce website basically means website that is used like a store, an online store, where all you do there is just buying products. So if you go to, let's say, Walmart website, or you go to Macy's website, or any other retail store website, the kind of website they have is called an e-commerce website. And why is it called e-commerce? Because it's just used mainly to sell products, to list products and sell. That's what e-commerce means. But guess what? You can also get away with Blogger by creating your own e-commerce using Blogger and a PayPal button. I'm still looking into Stripe, but with PayPal, you can set up your own kind of e-commerce, even using Blogger. So there are so many things you can do with your Blogger website, and it is low maintenance. You don't have to worry about spam because Google takes care of the spam for you. Your CEO will work well as long as you are actively posting on the site and working on the site. Is going to work for you. So how am I doing with time so that I can end up? So, Blogger website, in a nutshell, it gives you the option to go with the least amount of money to spend. Okay, thank you, Deborah. It gives you the option to go with the least amount of money to spend on your website. And you can still do the same thing or almost the same thing that other websites that cost you more can do. And with Blogger, once you buy your domain name through Google Domain, it will connect with Blogger automatically, and you can use that to start running your website instead of buying domain separately and buying the platform separately and thinking of how to connect the two together. So that will be it for me today. Thank you so much. Thank you, Deborah. You can contact us at contact@Periscope Circle of Influence.com. If you are a brand and you are looking for influencers to work with, we want to work with you too. So please contact us. And our featured Scopers nominees are Elle Speak Truth and Ben April 20. We hope to see you on Tuesday. So Deborah, please throw up some emojis. Follow Deborah, because Deborah is going to go next to talk about her take on how to get away with blogger. Deborah, are you still there? Please throw up some emojis. So thank you, and we'll see you. Oh, thanks. That's Deborah. You see, she's the money lady. All the bag of money for you. So thank you so much again for joining us today, and we will see you. Deborah, please go and set up. We'll see you on Thursday, and next week Tuesday we'll have a guest copper in the house. Yes, go and set up. We'll have a guest copper in the house. The name is Enitan Story, and she uses the handle I Celebrate You 365. And until next time, thank you so much for your time today, and hope to see you on the Periscope Circle of Influence weekly scope on Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye bye.